Hello, hello, hello. It's Dolores again coming to you from Calgary. Just want to welcome you once more as you walk with me through this entrepreneur's journey. I just want to appreciate you for treading this road with me. So far, I've talked a little bit about during my journey how I realized that having a mentor is an excellent thing. And also, I talked a little bit about finding my purpose and the importance of finding your purpose. So today I want to talk a little bit about growth, but just want to appreciate you first of all from wherever in the world you are, what time of day it is for you, and underneath this wonderful blue marble that we call home. Yeah, as we share this one awesome space, I just want to appreciate you and talking a little bit today about growth. And it is said that if you're not growing, you're dead, right? So, so of course, growth is a process that happens when cells multiply and divide, and and become something becomes bigger or expands. All right, and I'll talk a little bit about mental growth. Yes, there is physical growth and spiritual growth as well. And as an entrepreneur, I had to realize that I always need to be growing because there are some times when, I have something down pat and I reach a stage when I've used that knowledge and I want to expand that knowledge. So then I have to, keep expanding my knowledge base, so to speak, so that my growth can continue. And as I continue to evolve as an entrepreneur, it's funny. Um, as an entrepreneur, I provide services and not necessarily a physical product, but and educational products, and yes, tangible products as well, and of course, books, etc. But providing those services, you are sometimes at a point where you realize that you have to grow in order to expand your knowledge base, as I mentioned before, and also, to be able to provide a better quality service and attract um, more, more clients who are actually needing a higher level of service. And in order for you to meet those challenges, you have to grow. And the best thing the best thing you could ever do, one can ever do as an entrepreneur is to invest in themselves. Because your growth, your knowledge base, and working on your mental state and your emotional state and your spiritual and physical state is basically 90% of what you do as an entrepreneur. Selling, if you're selling anything, it's just 10%. The marketing, yes, but you have to market you. It's you that people buy, not your products or service. It's you. So you have to be constantly working on you in order to grow and expand and to attract the people that you want to work with, because not everybody that comes your way is a good fit for you. And sometimes as an entrepreneur, and I've made that mistake as well, where I'm so eager and so passionate about what I do that I want to give it to everybody. And I soon found out that what I have is not for everybody. What I have is not for everybody. So in order for you to attract the people that are really the best fit for you, your service, your products and services, you have to go through a process of growth, mental growth and spiritual growth and emotional growth in order to attract that. And grow in the state that you grow so that you're at a place where you know exactly what you want. You know, you put out to the universe exactly what you're looking for, what you want, and of course, that's what will come to you. I was speaking to a client just a few, about an hour ago, and he said to me, I don't understand. The things that I say I don't want, those are always the things that I end up. So I reminded him that we were created by someone who spoke. The world was created by someone who spoke. Our creator, God himself, spoke things into being. And then he created us after his own image. So in being after his own image, we also have the ability to speak things into being. But most of the times we speak what we don't want, and that's what we end up with. So we have to be mindful throughout our growth process. This is part of the growth, realizing that when you speak something, you're speaking it into reality, you're speaking it into being. So be mindful of what you say. So, as that's part of the growth process. And spiritually, I realized that I had to take time for myself. Because you know what? I always ask the question, who takes care of the caregiver? We, especially as women entrepreneurs, we are always giving, giving, giving. And especially when we are in the solution providing business, the business of providing solution for problems. We are always finding solutions for others, but when we need to take care of us, we're not very good at that. So that was one thing that I had to learn, when to take time out. Because at one point, I was working full time, running a home, and I have children. I have children of 3 generations, really. So one in their 30s, one in their 20s, and one in the teens. And plus, I have grandchildren. I have a husband. And I have other people in my other relatives that I truly care for and care about. And also, I was running a church. I helped to start a church and grew that church. And at one point, for about 6 years, I ran that church without a pastor. So, and I was working full time and also building a business on the side. So I had to, at some point, before I actually break down, I had to take some time for me. And I spoke into being and prayed about God sending me the right people to take over different parts of what I was doing so that I was able to step back. I didn't want to just step back and nobody's there to carry the torch. And he did. He sent me the people that were right for the positions. And now the church can run without me. So that's amazing. I love it. I love it. Now people are exhibiting their strengths in different areas, and that's growth. That's growth. Realizing that the world does not revolve around you and you can delegate stuff. That's growth as well, and those are some of the things that I had to do in order to be able to perform at my maximum, because sometimes we think we can multitask, but you can only finish one task at a time. And I worked in the clerical field for like 18 years. And sometimes you have to stop one thing to take charge of something that was more urgent. But I never call myself a multitasker, because you can only do one thing at a time. And so this has been a wrap, and I enjoy spilling my heart to you as usual. And just comment, tell me a little bit about you and your growth that you've gone through, so that we can, connect and just to share thoughts. I want to appreciate you once more for staying tuned with me throughout this entrepreneur's journey. And my goal is that my walk can help to give you some hope and help you in some way, give you some value. Have a blessed and prosperous day, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Ciao.